Good evening. We are live at the Turtle Hospital in the heart of the Florida Keys. Take two. We had a little technical difficulties, but we have 8 new juvenile green sea turtles being admitted to the Turtle Hospital. They were transferred this evening by Florida Fish and Wildlife from Volusia County, Florida. That's northern Florida. They have come from Volusia Marine Science Center. You can see these little greens are in pretty rough shape. We have Yahtzee here that is encrusted in barnacles. They are what we call crusty greens. These barnacles is because they have been floating for some time. And the naming theme for these 8 turtles are board games. So we have Yahtzee and Sorry. We have Jenga. You can see the epibiota, a lot of growth on this turtle. We have Trouble, and Trio is another one that is heavily encrusted in little bitty barnacles. So these turtles have had a long day being transferred. They were stranded yesterday. Here we have Scrabble and Catan and Clue. They will have their shells cleaned, but not this evening. So they are going to receive treatment. You can see they're very quiet. So we are getting all the necessary information. They are getting blood chemistry. They have been weighed. They are getting measurements, glamour shots. They are getting their names on them so we can identify them for treatment. So again, 8 juvenile green sea turtles being admitted to the Turtle Hospital. Thank you for joining us from Maryland. And if you've been following us, you know we have been keeping very busy. We currently have over 60 sea turtles, and now it's close to 70 in our care. We have an incredibly dedicated staff of sea turtle rehabilitation specialists. They live on site. They man a 24-hour hotline. We just got done treatment with JP and that flipper that we're trying to save. We were at Pinecrest Veterinary Hospital today for tumor removal surgeries on their eyes with Dr. Krupinski. Unfortunately, Addie, who had surgery today, she was not doing well. So she is in critical care now. We're looking at Addie now. If you've been following Addie's story, she has been with us for 7 months. This was her last surgery. She always gives us a challenge. She is breathing and has a good heart rate, and she's receiving fluid treatment this evening, but she is in the ER. And the team is working on slides for CBCs and running that blood chemistry, and then the treatments will start on these 8 turtles. They will then get a swim test. Thank you for joining us from California and Kentucky. Hello in Minnesota. Thank you for joining us. Hello in North Carolina and Clearwater. And thank you for the love from Cleveland. And we just wanted to give you a window into our evening. We want to thank you for your support. Thank you for the stars, Nancy. Hello in Illinois. And from Cole, Michigan, sending you some warmth and sunshine from the Florida Keys. And Donna, Addie was doing good, and she came out of anesthesia just fine. She had some bleeding from her eyes, and she just did not look good in water this evening. She appeared to be non-responsive, so we put her on oxygen and ran blood chemistry, and Addie is getting fluid treatment. She is alive, her heart rate is good, and we are just making sure that she makes it through this recovery from her surgery. Thank you, Bob, and thanks for tuning in. I hope you and Mari are doing well. Hello in Stuart, Florida. Thank you for joining us. Hello in Chicago and Canada. And hello in Georgia. Thank you, Julia. It really is an incredible team. Not only do we have this animal care team that works around the clock, but we are open 7 days a week. We have a team of education staff, and we have 15 educational programs a day where the general public comes through our facility and learns about sea turtles. That helps to fund the sea turtle care. It also educates the visitors that are in our area on our waters as to what a sick sea turtle looks like. And 6 out of 10 of our rescue calls come from people that have been through that program. So it really is amazing. We have a team of 34 people. I want to give them a shout out. It really takes everyone and all of your support. So thank you for following along and for sharing our videos. We feel that every time people see us taking this great care with sea turtles, it helps them not only care about sea turtles, but about the oceans and all of marine life. Hello in Pennsylvania and Illinois, sending you some warmth in Illinois. Hello in Ohio and Detroit, and friends in Minnesota and Nebraska. Thank you for joining us. From Shepherdsville, Kentucky, thank you for the prayers and the love and the prayers for Addie. She's got to pull through. Addie has really been through a lot, so we are not giving up on her, and she is still fighting. But she is in guarded condition, I will say, guarded condition this evening. Hello in Indiana and Michigan and Georgia. Thank you for joining us. Hello in Canada. And again, we are lean but mighty this evening with 8 turtles checking in and Addie and critical care. Just had an updated blood chemistry and blood gas.
726 for pH.
So improved some. Let him know she's off oxygen, and see if he wants her back on or just breathing on her own. Thank you. Hello in Georgia. Thank you for the stars, Claire. Hello in New Orleans. Thank you for visiting. And hello in Rockledge, Florida. Thank you for joining us. Hello in Montana. Thank you for joining us. And send some strength for our team. They are really working overtime. Thank you for the stars, Tessa.
Taking good breaths on her own.
Is there a time limit they can be out of water? That's a good question. So sea turtles do breathe air like we do. They can stay out of water a long time as long as we keep their eyes lubricated, and eventually their skin and shell will start to dry out. I have seen turtles in our ER for as long as 2 weeks. Addie hopefully will be back in water tomorrow. We're hoping that we get her through the night and she's strong again tomorrow. That's a good question. Thank you for joining us from Denmark. Elizabeth, thank you for the stars. Hello in Mexico. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for the prayers, Angela. Hello in Arkansas. So this is Addie. She does have that gauze on her eye because she was bleeding, and we're controlling the bleeding just to keep her blood values up. And you can see her there take a breath. Those scars that you see, they are from tumor removal surgeries that she's had over the past few weeks. Today she had eye surgery with Dr. Kopinski. Hello in Ohio and Houston, Texas. More friends from Georgia. Thank you for joining us from Southwest Virginia. And California. Hello in Oklahoma. Kimberly, thank you for the stars. Hello in Galt, California and Hampstead, Maryland. Hello in San Diego. Gina, thank you for the stars. And thank you so much for the support. Thank you for the stars, Marlene. Hello in Peru. Thank you for joining us. Christine, thank you for visiting us today. We hope you had a good program. We will update on Addie tomorrow. Thank you for asking that. Hello in Kentucky. Carolyn, thank you for the stars. And we'll check one more time in with these little greens. And then I'm going to wish you a good night. And we will come live again tomorrow with an update on Addie and these new patients. And here is Trio. I'm going to go through each one again for you. Here is Trio. And these are young green sea turtles. You can see how encrusted Trio is. And that happens when they get cold stunned and they slow down. Their metabolism slows down. Sea turtles are ectothermal. They take on the temperature of their environment, the water and air around them. Anything under 50 degrees can become a mortality event. It slows down their metabolism. They stop swimming and eating. And as you can see, things like these barnacles take hold. Then we have challenges with secondary infections like pneumonia, sometimes fungal pneumonia and osteomyelitis, a deep bone infection. So they require a lot of care. And if you've been following us along, you know we have a lot of cold stun patients that we've had transferred in. We had 20 from New England, some Kemp's Ridley's coming in mid-December. And then we had about 20 of these juvenile greens come in from northern Florida. And here we have another 8. So they are keeping us busy. But we are one of the largest facilities. We have a large capacity. And we take overflow from other parts of Florida and really all over. Hello in Illinois. Thank you for joining us. In Indiana, thank you for joining us. From Canada, thank you for the prayers. Thank you for the stars. More friends in Kentucky. Hello in Vancouver Island. Thank you for joining us. Hello in Indiana. In Miami, thank you for joining us. Hello in Orlando and Louisiana and Idaho. Hello in Ohio and Wisconsin. Vermont, thank you for joining us. More friends in Miami, thank you for joining us. Hello in my hometown, Delaware, my home state. Thank you for joining us. Where do we find them? So these turtles that come in northern Florida, they strand on the beach. There are a lot of beaches in other parts of Florida, so these 6 sea turtles actually wash up on the shore and people find them. Here in the Florida Keys, we do not have a lot of beaches. We have a rocky coral rock coastline, and a lot of the turtles we see are sighted out on the water. But in other parts of Florida, like these turtles here, they washed up on the beach. Hello in Largo, Florida. Thank you for joining us. No, tumors are found around the globe in warmer climates around developed islands. So that fibropapillomatosis that causes those tumors is found in Australia, Hawaii, Africa, parts of the Caribbean, Cuba. It's been found in Bonaire, the ABCs down by Venezuela. That's a good question. Thank you for asking. Hello in Minnesota and Vermont and Michigan. Will they make it? We are going to do everything we can to treat these turtles. They are very quiet, as you see, but as we look at their blood chemistry and see how they respond to treatment, we have really good track record with these cold stun turtles. But sometimes if they have, you know, deep bone infections or the osteomyelitis or the fungal pneumonia, a lot of times that is hard to treat. Hello in Oklahoma and Ohio. Thank you for joining us. In Arizona and New York City, thank you for joining us. From North Carolina, Ashland, Virginia, and Arizona. Hello in Nebraska. So we hope everyone has a totally awesome evening. Please keep the prayers and healing energies coming for these new 8 patients. And of course, Addie, who is struggling again this evening. Thank you for joining us.